What's good, my people, man? This your boy Z here, and I'm gonna basically put a video clearing up the things that was said about Nipsey, also that Craig Lewis is putting out. Now, before I continue, this here disclaimer right here is complete BS, because this disclaimer right here is not gonna save Craig Lewis from any one of these artists he talked about, from them calling their lawyers up to sue him. It's not gonna stop him from copywriting fragments. It's not gonna stop any one of these people from coming after him. Okay, you can't use people's work and then profit from it after you scrutinizing their name, because again, they got protection from not only these labels, but again, they got their attorneys, they got their people too. All right. So with that being said, he's gonna go on with this video. I'm gonna comment and add my 2 cents on it, because again, I want to show you again that this guy makes up stuff as he go. This guy finds these artists, these people to be the enemy. He wants you to hate yours. He wants you to hate people, hate black folks in the industry that are famous, because he can't get no attention. So he wants to find something to get views and attention off. Just watch. And by the way, I'm recording this on Nipsey Hussle's birthday. The man would have been 34 years old. He's the same age as my older brother, right? August 15th. You know what I'm saying? The way Nipsey Hussle died, don't nobody deserve to die like that. I'm sorry, man. You can't be that disrespectful to somebody. There's people out here in LA that's still grieving over that. There's people that took that hard. Okay, so my thing is, man, you gotta respect somebody. You can't kick somebody while they down.
And tap into your spirituality.
And this is another thing too, man. Why are you gonna put this mom's name? Why are you gonna put her on blast? Like, come on, Craig Lewis, you really gonna put the man's mama on blast like this, man? Why is his mama even on this video right now? Right? This is a woman who just lost her son, man. You, Craig Lewis, you got no respect at all. This is totally disrespectful, man. Have some respect for this woman's child, okay? This woman just lost her child, man. Her child died at a young age, man. And you talking about you gonna put this woman on blast, man? Come on now. But see, I guarantee you, man, let one of Craig Lewis's children die out there on the streets, okay? Let something happen to his family, man. He wouldn't like nobody putting his mama on blast. He wouldn't like nobody putting his mom and daddy on blast like that. This man, again, Craig Lewis has no compassion at all. He has no soul. This man has no respect for nobody. The only thing Craig Lewis has respect for is his money.
My church is Crest, K-R-S-T. They teach African spiritual science, okay? And that's where I get my strength from.
Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with learning about your people, learning about your culture, learning about your spirituality. See, this woman raised Nipsey Hussle to be very intelligent. Yeah, Nipsey was a gangbang and all that other stuff, but again, you can't be looking at that. You gotta look at the good things he's done. Nipsey has done too much good in the community, but that man was intelligent. The man did what he did to survive, okay? And I'm gonna get more to that later on in the video.
And as black people, I want to encourage you to go back to your roots and find your creator and find your power, your spiritual power.
Our prayers do go out to the family of Nipsey Hussle.
Okay, so your prayers go out, then why did you put his mama on blast talking about her son like that, nigga? You know what I'm saying? What's your problem? I don't want to get this, man. For years, man, this man been talking about a lot of people in the industry, primarily black folks, okay? Which I don't understand, man. Y'all, again, man, this man want to make some stuff up as he go. He wants to call black folks like Nipsey demons. You gotta have love for these people, man. So you got any respect for this woman? You wouldn't be talking about a son like that. Okay, nigga, you out of line. That's why I gotta check you. Okay, I'm gonna clear up all the rumors, all the things he's saying about this man in the video.
And in that respect, we don't want to see anyone die. We definitely don't want to see anyone die in sin. But I have to deal with this.
And I got to deal with you, because I'm gonna clear up all your lies. I got a response for everything you getting ready to say.
This murder and just the whole hip-hop culture.
Which hip-hop culture ain't real all bad. There's people in hip-hop that are genuine. We seen this from J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, we seen this from Lecrae. All right? You know what I'm saying? We seen, Mac Miller, rest in peace. There's people in hip-hop that's been doing some good music. Isaiah Rashad. Like, come on now. Everybody ain't terrible. All right. Hip hop is what you make it out to be. Hip hop ain't got to be evil like that.
And the gang relation it had and all of that. Okay, so
there is no gang. First of all, the Eric Holder and Nipsey was from the same set. Okay, that's not gang violence. That's not gang related. All right. Things like this happen to people in their own hood. It's gang related when it was a different set. Okay. This man don't live out here in LA at all. He don't live off Crenshaw. This man again lives way in Texas somewhere. So what does he know about what's going on?
First, let's deal with this. On the internet, I've been getting multiple memes and different things of people putting Nipsey Hussle in heaven. Of course, you know, in heaven with...
They put him up in heaven because, again, man, Nipsey did a lot of good things for him. Okay? Nipsey, you know what I'm saying, basically put his money he used in hip-hop and put it towards the community. Yeah, the drug money and stuff he was getting off the streets, he was putting it to good use to clean up the city of LA. Okay? Nipsey was basically uniting hoods, Bloods and Crips. The worst of enemies he was basically uniting. Again, I want y'all to go on Daylight's go on One Spot Only, look at Daylight, and look at what Daylight was saying about Nipsey Hussle, because all that stuff was true. Okay? Nipsey was uniting the Grape Street with the Hoovers with the Campanellas. Okay? He basically building, you know what I'm saying? He's basically having everybody get along. This man was trying to fix the problem. Okay? That's why people are saying that he's a prophet. Because this man, again, man, was very, very genuine outside the cameras. Because y'all gotta understand, like, outside the cameras, outside the entertainment, these are regular human beings like you and I. Okay?
Biggie and Tupac and everyone else, because, you know, people really don't...
Now look at that. That's them punching out the devil. Right? Since y'all saying they so evil, why are they punching out the devil? And even Triple X Tentacion, this young man, before he died, was telling people to basically live out their goals. Write down the goals you want and see it through. He was teaching people to get along. He was teaching about love. Triple X Tentacion wasn't teaching about hate at all, man. Okay? This is what I'm saying. You just can't be talking and judging these artists, man. All these people have came from rough neighborhoods, man. They had to do what they do to survive. Okay? From ODB, all these guys, man. Mac Miller, every last one of them. Right? Even Biggie. Biggie wasn't even a monster like that at all. If you looked at his interviews. Okay? Again, these are human beings like you and I, man. You got to have a heart for them.
Don't know the truth about heaven. They don't know the truth about living for God.
Actually, some of them do, right? Now, even Lil Wayne has told you he has a relationship with God, right? Snoop Dogg has a whole Christian album. This is where this man needs to stop talking, okay? He don't know none of these people personally at all. I guarantee you, off camera, these people will tell you about God, right? They'd have been to church already. You can talk to a lot of these other hip hop rappers, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that they went to some type of church when they was younger, right? And even if some of them don't know about God, it's because they haven't been taught that, right? You can't be just going off talking to somebody you don't even know, Craig. That's where you got a problem is. You know what I'm saying? This is where you got to draw the line. You can't be just making up things as you go along. You ain't never taught him. And that's another thing too. This man is most likely not preaching to none of these gangsters at all. He's really not. This man ain't trying to minister to none of these people in the hood. He's not. He ain't out there in Texas trying to spread the word like some other preachers would. Why? Because he's scared of them. Let's just be honest. You're scared of these people.
You know, no one goes to heaven according to the Bible, but those that accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, those that...
So you don't think these rappers can accept Jesus Christ too? Y'all see what I'm saying? Again, man, these people on the streets, you got to pray for them. You got to pray that God can actually come into life and save them. You're not supposed to be talking about him like this man is doing. Again, this man is out of line, man. He's wrong.
That make him Lord, and those that live by his rules or his religion. I know Kurt Franklin has told y'all that there are no rules.
Actually, Kurt Franklin, you know what I'm saying? Kurt Franklin has never talked about Craig Lewis. He has never said anything against Craig Lewis. Craig Lewis has made his entire career to talk about this man here. See, the reason why he said lose my religion because he said there's no love in religion. This man has faith in God. This man don't believe in religion. See, there's a difference. See, you can believe in God and not, you know what I'm saying, believe in a religion. All right? Religion is something that's organized. A religion is people that's full of, you got positions, you got the pastor, you got a leader, you got positions. That's religion. There are some people that praise God in their own homes. As long as you got faith and you believe in the true living God, that you could be saved and that he died on the cross for your sins, that's really all you need. Right? But again, Craig Lewis misinterpreted things because he's trying to get money from it. He's trying to profit from it. This is the only way he can get attention.
And no religion but that is not true at all. He needs to read the Bible because the Bible is specific about religion.
You need to read the Bible because you got no love and compassion. You don't know how to forgive nobody and move on.
It tells us what religion is, and we know that God's religion is salvation through Jesus Christ. And so without Jesus Christ, no man will see God. So all of these preachers.
Okay, that's true, but then why are you attacking these preachers? And speaking of preachers, this man, look how many this man went after T.D. Jakes. I don't like how you put Donnie McClurkin on blast. These preachers have never attacked Craig Lewis at all. They ain't on YouTube. They ain't made no beef videos. They ain't just said nothing about Craig Lewis. Now, Donnie McClurkin went to my church, right? At Love and Unity Church Fellowship on the Pastor Ron C. Hill. And when he went to that church, Donnie McClurkin came there to preach. So why is Donnie McClurkin on the Truth Behind Hip Hop series? I really don't understand that. Okay? Or is it because Donnie McClurkin ain't giving Craig Lewis no attention? So Craig Lewis needs to get attention by trying to start some beef, trying to start some trouble with somebody he don't even know. Okay, you got to be careful of that, man. Because people like Craig Lewis are out to profit. That's what they're doing, man. Again, Craig Lewis can't preach the gospel like some of these other preachers. He got to do this. He got to talk about someone else. That man's whole ministry is based around other people.
We're seeing an onslaught of preachers coming out with these messages and these sermons about Nipsey Hussle and equating him to Moses and the prophet.
Yeah, because Nipsey Hussle has probably helped a lot of these preachers, man, get a lot of people saved. You don't know what this man has done for these preachers. Okay, this man's obviously paid tithes in these churches. This man's obviously attended these churches. Nipsey was basically telling people to go to church. So that's why these preachers are probably praising him, Craig Lewis. See, this is why Craig Lewis don't need to speak without doing research. This man, Craig Lewis, is going off his own mind. Okay, he don't realize what Nipsey done did for all these preachers. Okay, Nipsey most likely had a conversation with these preachers. Okay, for all you know, Nip could have been again telling some people on the streets, telling some of his homies to go to these churches, right, and get hands laid on. Because again, these gangsters are all not bad people. Okay, I'm gonna say that again, right? Y'all gotta understand their life and what they've been through. And Nipsey probably have donated money into these people's churches, trying to help them, all right? It's because of Nipsey Hussle, these preachers' churches ain't been shot up. You know what I'm saying? Within drive-by shootings. Somebody getting killed up there on their street corners. It's probably because of Nipsey Hussle, these preachers can preach the word of God and not get pressed. Okay?
It's in the Bible and different things. And it's very, very sad to see that men can get so desperate for money. You know, they built these big old churches.
You the one that desperate money because you done basically built for 20 years talking about people talking about from 50 Cent to Jay-Z, talking about Beyonce, things you created and lying on, matter of fact. Because again, folks, you can look at these videos. Some of these artists and put them on blast already for lying on them, right? This man used his whole ministry to profit from it. He'll talk about our artists, like for example, he'll talk about Erykah Badu and then make money from it. Just like Kurt Franklin. You've been making money off Kurt Franklin's name for years. Talk about him in your ex-ministries. So Craig Lewis, who are you to talk about these preachers when you yourself is a part of the problem? Your whole ex-ministries, has been profiting thousands of dollars off these DVDs, basically putting people's lyrics on there, putting these artists' names and their image on there and making money from it, knowing full well that these labels can basically take money from it. They can monetize from it. All you doing is promoting it, making them more and more famous. Because this dude don't understand. This is how stupid it is that when he takes somebody's image, you take their lyrics, it's copyright infringement. That disclaimer I showed you earlier, that's BS. That man don't understand that 106, that he don't understand that at all. Okay? You're gonna talk about these artists, people you don't even know, and then use their work against them and then profit from it. I'll tell you, man, this man's a devil here, man. You gotta watch for people like him.
20 years ago when the getting was good and they could convince everyone that things would get better.
You convincing everybody that they're evil, that their own people are devils.
If you just give me your money, and now
actually you want their money. Come on, Craig Lewis, you're doing what you're doing so you can scare people and then giving you money.
Those churches are dying, they're dwindling, they're drying up because people have seen that you're no different. What you're promising is not gonna help me.
And what you're telling people on your exit ministry is not going to help them.
Preachers that aren't teaching the truth of the word.
You're not teaching the truth of the word.
They're losing members to the world. So they have to incorporate the world. So they're incorporating Nipsey Hussle in their messages, even though Nipsey referred to himself as Osiris, a false pagan god of evil.
Actually, man, Let me tell y'all something, man, because Craig Lewis doesn't understand about his culture. Iris on Osiris was the original. That's basically that was like the original God they would worship, right? See, before Christianity was taught, this is what our people were basically worshiping, right? Iris on Osiris. It's basically like Peter and Joseph, like Mary and Joseph, right? These people gave birth to Horus. Okay, there's a story behind that, right? And if you look at Christianity, it was taken from what this man came from, where Iris on Osiris came from, right? This is why there's a lot of people that are against Christianity, because they believe Christianity was a religion that was created and stolen from Egypt, right? Craig Lewis is not going to tell you that at all. He's going to make up his own version of it and make it seem like it's evil, but it's really not. That Iris or Osiris is older. That's centuries old, okay? So again, man, y'all got to go do your research, okay? Don't just take Craig Lewis' word for it. Research this stuff on yourself and talk to people, man. Talk to a black professor, man. Go to these black museums. You'll learn a lot from what you learn. Basically, didn't take a Craig Lewis. Basically, Craig Lewis never went to a black museum at all. Craig Lewis does not know about the black culture. He has no idea.
Egypt, and he referred to Laura London, even on his Instagram, as being Isis, the counterpart of this. So
Lauren London was his woman. They stayed faithful to Craig Lewis. Okay, so why is it so wrong that he can talk about his woman the way he wants to talk about her? That's his woman. He has every right to talk about his woman the way he feels. Why is that a problem to you, man? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you talk about your wife? You know what I'm saying? Why are you praising your wife like that, man? No, man, don't disrespect the man's woman, man. Lauren London is not the enemy. Leave her out of this.
So he's calling himself a false god, and
But again, man, y'all, when you want to talk about false god, there are people that believe Jesus was a false god because the Jesus image you see is not the real Jesus. Jesus' image is of a man with bronze skin, you know what I'm saying, woolly hair, you know what I'm saying, eyes of fire. The Jesus you see on TV, on the media, is mostly somebody that's completely different. But again, man, look at the smirk on his face. Again, Craig Lewis has no respect for these people's life at all. None.
God himself said, "No, there shall be no other God before me." So people putting Nipsey Hussle in heaven. It's sad to say.
Nipsey Hussle could be in heaven now. Again, man, you don't know what Nipsey Hussle was going through. Nipsey Hussle could have already given his life to God already and asked for forgiveness. Nipsey can go to heaven too, just like we have a chance to go to heaven. Again, God died for Nipsey like he died for you, Craig Lewis.
Say that if he did not believe that Jesus Christ was the only way, then he is not there in heaven. Heaven does not have a ghetto. Heaven is...
Again, you can't determine what heaven doesn't have. Again, there's got to be heaven for black people, man. Look at everything that's happened to us in the last 400 years. From the slavery to the segregation to the courts not giving black people, you know what I'm saying, fair justice. From the police brutality to the lynchings to the KKK tormenting people day and in, mass murders. Come on now.
It's not letting you do what you want to get there. It's by the blood of Jesus Christ that will all make it in. So I know there's a lot of conspiracy theorists who say that the government killed him or whatever, but we know that his killing was it was definitely gang related.
All right, first of all, that's wrong. Again, he was killed by his own homie, his own friend. That's not gang related, you idiot. Craig Lewis is not in the streets like that. It's gang related when it was another set that killed him, right? For example, let's say if 6 O's was beefing with the bounty hunters, right? If somebody from bounty hunters killed Nipsey, then that's gang violence because it involves 2 different sets. But when it's your own friend, your own homie close to you, no, that's not gang related at all. Okay, that's just drama between 2 men who are supposed to be friends, supposed to be best friends, right? That's not gang related. This man didn't even look at that videotape at all. He didn't look at who Eric Holder is. If you saw Eric Holder, you know he was also from 6 O's. They was from the same set. And how Nipsey Hussle and Eric Holder got into that altercation because Nipsey Hussle called Eric Holder a snitch. I don't want you around. Because Nipsey found out Eric Holder was snitching on everybody in the hood to get his time out cut, right? That man that got out of jail so he wouldn't face a long sentence. So he made a deal with the DA to snitch on and rat everybody out. So Nipsey found out, and those two already been arguing days before that happened. Again, Craig Lewis, you out there in Texas. You're not out here in California. You're not out here in LA. You don't know what's going on at all. That's why you need to stop talking.
Because he himself was a part of the gang culture. But
But just because he part of gang culture, let me also tell you this, man. Every hood out here was cool with Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey was cool with the Mexicans, the Asian hoods, Game, YG, everybody. Nipsey didn't really have enemies like that at all. Why? Because Nipsey did too much good in the hood, man. He helped too many people out. Again, this man don't realize what the hell he's talking about. Okay? You sit up in here telling lies just so you can get views, man. You need to stop. No, Nipsey was cool with everybody. Everybody had Nipsey Hussle's back. That's why in Houston right now, in Houston, they honor Nip. Nip is getting honored by everybody. Okay? When Nipsey died, man, that hurt everybody. No, Nipsey was too genuine a person, man. There wasn't nobody coming after Nipsey Hussle like that. No, Eric Holder did that because Eric Holder had jealousy and hatred in his heart. Eric Holder was envious of Nip, right? Nip say, I want you around, because Nip is going to help Eric Holder be a rapper. Eric Holder wanted to be a rapper just like he was. But when Eric Holder found out that Nip said, I don't want you around, you know what I'm saying, you a snitch and this and that, Eric Holder snapped. Gonna come back and shoot the man, then punch him, and then kick him in the head. That's disrespectful. But again, he's not gonna tell you this because he don't know. He was never watching the news when it happened, or he was watching the news, he refuses to tell you what actually happened.
What to do is listen to his lyrics, and that's my thing. You know, you want to make a
yeah, we know lyrics are your thing, but you misinterpret lyrics because every lyrics ain't to be taken seriously. It's for entertainment purposes, Craig Lewis. You done screw people's lyrics words up for years.
You know, a hero out of him, a Nobel Peace Prize winning.
Yeah, they gave him Nobel Peace Prize because Nipsey also bought apartment buildings and basically kept the homeless off the streets in Crenshaw. That man bought up a whole entire shopping mall center, right? He owned that Fat Burger, the Marathon coat shop was his, that laundromat, everything was Nipsey Hussle's. Nipsey Hussle was buying stores, buying houses, buying apartment buildings to keep the homeless off the streets, feeding the homeless. He was doing things this man here probably don't know how to do, man. Craig Lewis don't got apartment buildings like that. This man ain't buying businesses like that. Okay? Nipsey Hussle was buying stores. He's getting ready to open up the first black-owned casino in Vegas. Okay? That's how powerful Nipsey Hussle was about to be, right? But again, this man don't realize it because he sit up in here talking, making up lies, right? This man's nothing but a punk. All right? That's what he is. And y'all scoop him later, but he's nothing but a punk-ass bitch. That's what he is. He's nothing but a bitch. Because why would you talk? Why are you talking crap about Nipsey Hussle now when he dead, right? When Nipsey Hussle alive, this man ain't never did no video on him. He never talked about him the way he talk about him now.
And philosopher out of him because of the Dr. Sebi connection or whatever.
Which, by the way, man, Craig, he was opening people's eyes up. Dr. Sebi had the cure to keep black folks from getting these diseases, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and this and that. And Nipsey Hussle was trying to show everybody through that DVD that, by the way, Dr. Sebi did years ago, right? Lisa Left herself came out and said that Dr. Sebi cured her. This man had the cure for STDs. He had the cure for it, right? He was telling people how to be healthy through his alkaline diet. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is there anything wrong with that when this man was getting ready to open people's eyes? But again, Craig Lewis ain't gonna have no DVD like that. Why? Because he's focused on his religion. Okay? Craig Lewis wants you to believe in what he believes and call this man a freaking monster. So how can Nipsey also be a monster and this man was getting ready to tell people about what Dr. Sebi was doing that a lot of people wasn't aware of? Dr. Sebi was telling you how to eat healthy, how to avoid diabetes, okay? How to avoid cancer. He had in his DVDs and this man's books, it tells you how to cure a lot of these diseases that black folks was getting, which was spread it to the hood by the government, right? So again, man, I don't understand that, man. What does Craig Lewis get off talking about this man like that? It's still, man, it's crazy.
But if you read his lyrics, you see that he was a street banger. He sung about getting money. He sung about getting rich.
Yeah, he did. But again, the man can change too. Nipsey also started to change down the line. But again, Nipsey also did all that to get money. He did all that so it was his way of living. But then he took that money and still did good with it, right? He took that money and still helped a lot of people out. So again, man, you can't be judging these people in the hood, man. You can't be that damn harsh. Because again, man, there's a lot of homies that's growing up like Nipsey, but again, they not bad people. Their heart is in the right place, man. They just need guidance. Okay? But again, Craig Lewis had never reached out to Nipsey Hussle or tried to help him at all while he talking.
He called women bees and hoes. Have one of his songs called 100, where I'm gonna, of course.
By the way, Saucin' Boy 2, that's an old album. That's old, man. That was not after Victory Lap, right? This is old. He did this years ago, right? So Craig Lewis, why are you taking his old work that he don't even make that type of song anymore? Again, man, this is BS. But again, Craig Lewis take this type of stuff that he wants to take from people's work. He don't take the good music that Nipsey did, which I can show y'all too.
Let's read the lyrics. I'm going to try my best to read this without cussing, but it's full of the street language.
And again, he doesn't do that type of song anymore. Why he don't go from his recent album Victory Lap that was nominated for a Grammy?
that he was a part of. It says, balling for real. I'm taking big money, 100,000 a show, but that's my rent money. 4,000 a pound, but that's my smoke budget. F it off at the mall. That's cause the
And you know what I noticed, man? Craig Lewis watches a lot. He looks at a lot of hip hop. I'm looking at this, man. As much as he talk against hip hop, you looking at a lot of this stuff, man. That's what I'm saying. Craig Lewis needs to stop being a hypocrite. Behind closed doors, this man is probably blasting Nipsey Hussle's music as we speak. Nothing would surprise me at all. Because why would you even know he even got music like this? I would thought a Christian man ain't supposed to be listening to any of this, period. So you're not supposed to be giving the devil your full attention. That's where y'all fall short at, man. You give the devil way too much attention, it scares you, right? As much as he does the truth about hip hop, this man is listening to a lot of his music, which I still don't understand. Because real church people ain't listening to any of his music at all, because they ain't concerned with that, right? But why are you going on somebody's lyrics, looking at some of their old work, they don't even do this type? Because on Victory Lap, he didn't make this type of lyrics, man. Victory Lap he was on a whole nother level.
These hoes love it. Okay. He says black sax 15 probably playing blue lace in the 6. Bees that strip falling for the crip. She want me for my money. I tell her to such my rich. Make her F the whole clique. And so
he said the clique, not the whole clique, man. Stop again, man. Again, this man listens to a lot of hip hop. This guy's a fan of hip hop, man. Don't let that fool you, man. Because again, this man is listening to a lot of people's lyrics. I'm telling you, man. He buys these albums. He goes on YouTube looking at people's music, listening to it. Because again, Nipsey Hussle got other songs where he talk about some real stuff, which I can show you. He don't always make music like that. This man doesn't know Nipsey Hussle at all, even on a personal level. He doesn't understand, but he's just going off the top talking. Again, the fact that he talking about Nipsey Hussle now is bad, because where was you when Nipsey Hussle was alive? You didn't make no video of this at all, call him out. He wasn't going to call Nipsey Hussle out, Nipsey would have came after him. Okay, again, man, this man think he's slick. Craig Lewis think he's slick, but no, this man listens to a lot of hip-hop. He's a fan of it. Then don't let that fool you, because why else would you know he had a song like that? Unless you not been listening to the whole Saucin' Boy 2 album. He probably listened to the entire album. Okay? Why else would you even know he even got that song and put them lyrics on there?
Oh, I'm sorry, but how are you a savior of the community if you are promoting the
And how are you a savior community if you looking at hip hop? The thing you telling people that's bad, you listening to every day. Why else are you making over 20 years of these people's music unless you're listening to it? So again, man, I would not be surprised. And in his stash, he got a full collection of albums, right, from Tupac. He got some Biggie in there. He got some 50 Cent. This man listens to hip hop. Don't let it fool you, man. How else will he gonna take one of Nipsey Hussle's mixtapes, which is Saucin' Boy 2, and be going through a song that he wants to choose from? Because again, man, Nipsey also got some other songs. We talking about some real conscious stuff that he's not gonna play, right? Because he don't want you to know that in your image. He want to know that these people actually got good music. And the only reason why Nipsey Hussle put out that type of lyrics because that's what the radio station is trying to promote. The album, the label he's hiring that promotes that. These artists got some real stuff that's conscious, telling about the truth, but the radio stations won't play it. So they're not gonna make no money. No, that type of lyrics is only for entertainment purposes. That's not what Nipsey is. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that now, man. Nipsey Hussle ain't that type of bad person, man. Okay, that man changed. That Saucin' Boy 2, he did that when he was younger. Okay, but as Nipsey gotten older, he got more wiser. He was a better person.
Everything that's destroying the community. I'll never understand that.
You're what's destroying the community because you got folks in the church calling people like Nipsey devils. Basically, you know, making them fear them. You making them get mad at them. You want them to call them devils and put them in hell. So you're turning your own black people against each other. That's what you're doing.
I'll never understand. Well, first of all, let's talk about the preachers. I'll never understand a preacher that will glorify a man that glorifies a street culture.
And I will never understand a preacher, like so-called minister like you, that wants to talk about somebody black. You want to talk about hip-hop artists you don't understand. That's what I won't understand. Now, that's why I'll never get.
That's killing us. That babies out of wedlock, drugs.
Again, Nipsey was with both of his women, right? Yeah, babies out of wedlock happens, but Nipsey loved Lauren London. Okay, that was basically his wife. That man don't love no other woman, you know what I'm saying, but Lauren London. He was with his first wife. His first wife was screwed him over. She was lazy. Okay? She wanted to put that man on child support and start working a real job. But Lauren London, man, was a real woman who he loved and praised, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He stayed with Lauren London. He didn't cheat on Lauren London at all. So don't believe that this false narrative that G. Craig Lewis is putting out.
AIDS, homosexuality, all the different things that are destroying our community. These things,
and that's Louis Farrakhan, right? See, the one thing I respect about Louis Farrakhan continues to unite his people through the Nation of Islam, right? Why does he have Louis Farrakhan on here, right? See, again, man, it's because of G. Craig Lewis, these other organizations is beefing with Christianity. He the reason why these Hebrew Israelites is coming after us, right? And by the way, these Hebrew Israelites got videos against Craig Lewis. And again, I'm gonna post links on the description, man. I ain't the only one that's basically exposing G. Craig. But this man here, man, I'm telling you, man, this man unites black folks, right? Louis Farrakhan really cares. Louis Farrakhan has done more for black people than Craig Lewis has been doing.
Promoted in the hip-hop culture or hip-hop subculture that I talk about in all my videos.
Which, by the way, you profiting from these artists' work. You putting their names on here, all right? You're scrutinizing their name. And this guy, this man make most of the stuff ain't even true about these artists, what he's saying. He's making a lot of this stuff up. Most of these videos about 85, it's only about 10% true. The rest of it's false. Through his God, right? What he said about a lot of these artists ain't even true, man. This man lies on 75, 75 to 80% of these DVDs all got false information. Okay, again, man, you can't believe everything here. You got to backtrack and research what he says, right? Because again, this man is creating a false narrative. He wants you to hate these people, right? Because he hates himself. Because Craig Lewis didn't make any hip hop. Now he wants to say they're devils. He wants to vilify them. He wants you to hate them. He wants you to despise them. He wants you to put them in hell, right? That's what he wants. This man don't pray that these people can be saved, that God can forgive them, and they can change. He ain't praying for that. He's praying for their downfall.
And this guy glorified it. He glorified the street life. He glorified killing. He glorified getting money, smoking. He glorified strippers.
And he also helped people. He built businesses, man. This man put money in, made a lot of donations. He was helping people out there. He was trying to clean up the streets of LA, right? This man was going to talk to the cops and tell the cops to stop killing, black folks. He's going to get a peace treaty going. Again, Nipsey Hussle has done more for black folks than this man has ever done. This man continues to talk about black people he don't understand. Craig Lewis, you are the enemy. You are the real devil. Okay? Again, Craig Lewis, I know your whole plan. You can fool them, but you can't fool me. I know your whole getup. I see your whole hustle, all right? I see your whole strategy.
And giving strippers money and all these things. And man, you're going to equate this guy with some biblical apostles and say that he, like E. Dewey Smith said, he's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Nipsey. All of this junk to try to get members and different things. I mean, it is sad to see that in the church.
It's sad to see that you're using the church, using God's name to talk about somebody. Because again, man, Craig Lewis wants these artists to come after him so he can say these people are attacking the church. That's his whole plan, man. He wants to turn the church against these people instead of trying to help them and pray for them. You ain't helping none of these